Hi everyone. So in the last class we are looking into the organization structure. So today we will be starting the configuration. Okay. So organization structure in both of the S4 HANA and ECC they are same. And right now this S4 HANA server is not working. So we need to fix it. So both of the things, it's in S4 HANA and ECC, it is the same. Okay, so we will look into it in the ECC server. So if you are taking the ECC server also, it is fine for the practice. Okay, if you are taking a S4 HANA server also, it is fine. But like for you are starting, so that's why I would suggest you don't take a online server right now. Okay, because online server you will be facing a lot of challenge, because everyone like there will be a lot of user, and there will be a lot of things will be customized, and you will be not getting like you will be not able to know what is a standard, what is a customized, what are the things are there, what is a standard things are there. So you will be not able to know. So that's why it is better to take a offline server. Okay, most of the things are same except couple of things. um, uh, in S4 HANA for the starting, for the initial period of time, there are couple of things are there which is different from ECC, but don't worry, we will be looking into it. So this organization structure, it is same in ECC and same in S4 HANA. Okay, so right now we will be look into the ECC system, and once the S4 HANA system gets fixed, then we can again see the same thing over there. Okay, so it is the same thing, we don't have to worry much. Okay, okay, so now whenever you want to create a organization structure, so first thing we have already seen. Okay, in SAP data we have seen four types of data. First one is the organizational data, then master data, then transactional data. Okay, so first we need to create a organizational data, then we have to create a master data, then after the master data, with using this organizational data and master data, we will be creating some transactional data. So then based on this transactional data we can extract some report. Okay, so phase by phase we will be looking into it. So first thing is a organizational data. In the organizational data in SAP, we have seen this organization structure. Okay, in any client there are two company codes are there. Inside that two company code, there will be some plants will be there, there will be some storage location will be there, and there will be some purchasing organization will be there. So currently we will be looking into this structure. Okay, so now, okay, so right now let's say we will be creating an organization structure based on a company. Okay, so you can create your own company. Okay, own company and company structure. So we will be taking one, let's say, a reference for the company. Okay, so we will take, okay, so we'll just go here and we will copy this one, we'll paste this one. Okay, so now, okay, so now we will be taking this as a practice. So our client, we are logging into the 800 client. Okay, now let's say we are having company code that is, let's say, ITC. Okay, our company code is ITC. So in the client, inside the client, okay, Okay, I'm just adding it over. Okay, so so see, normally what will happen inside your client, there will be some company will be there. Within the company, there will be some company code will be there. So I'm just adding it over, or let's say we will remove this one. Client concept you have already known. Okay, so let's say this is the client and this is the company. Okay, so first one is a client, second one is a company. So in company we are taking as a ITC, ITC group as a company. So we will be considering ITC group as a company. So ITC group you already know, right? Aware of ITC company? Anyone? Anyone? Any answers? Are you aware of
Yes, sir.
ITC company? So ITC is basically,
Yes, sir.
yes, ITC company is basically a tobacco company. Okay, the main business is tobacco, and there are secondary units are there which is selling the FMCG products. FMCG products means this daily staples. Okay, your household items. They are selling the let's say they are selling the rice. They are selling the this. What is that, they're selling the atta, they're selling the daily staple, some, let's say the masala and everything, they're selling it. And also they're selling some of the let's say office staples also, like your pens, papers, and let's say your notebooks. Everything has been sold by ITC company. Okay, so now let's say one company code is my, let's say I will be taking ITC 1. Okay, let's say this company code is for, let's say ITC, I will say paper. Okay, I will say ITC paper. It will deal with your, let's say all of your office stationery, office items, school items. So these kind of things it will deal with that. Okay, ITC paper. Next company code is, let's say I will say ITC, let's say 2. Okay, or we can say mm, okay, we will say ITCF, and this is ITCP. Okay, so ITCP means ITC paper. Okay, ITC paper, here we can say ITCF. ITCF means ITC FMCG. Okay, so ITC FMCG, we can take this one, FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. Okay, so these are the company codes are there. There are two company codes are there. Inside that company code, let's say there will be, I will say, I will say IT 10 will be a plant, and let's say IT 11 will be a plant. 11 will be a plant. Similarly, here for ITC CF, so we can have, let's say, we can have, let's say IT 20, and we can have IT 21. Okay, these are the two planned for ITCF, and this is the two planned for ITCP. Okay, storage location, you can take anything. So right now we will look into these things. Okay, client, company code, client, company code, and plant. Okay, so now we will be going inside the SAP screen. So in the SAP screen also, okay, so in the SAP screen also you can see this is the main screen, or this is the logon screen. So in the logon screen you can see there is a SAP is there. Okay, this is a description. Normally you can take any of the description. So this is the server you are going to connect. Just double click on it. So you can double click on it. It will open a new screen. Okay, so this is basically the logon screen. Okay, inside the logon screen you can see it is showing as a client over here. Okay, there might be multiple clients. Okay, you can check, there might be multiple clients whenever you are working in a real environment. It will be given to you. So there will be multiple client will be there. You have to check, you have to enter the client, and this will be your username, what is given by your let's say base system. There will be user ID will be given to you. Okay, and if you are practicing in a practice server, there will be a user ID and password will be given by the server provider. Okay, so the username, this is the username I have created, so I can enter my password. Okay, this is how you have to log in. So in the real time system there will be a user ID and password will be there, and it will be given by the base system. So first time you can log in with the, so in the real time system there will be a temporary password will be given to you. So once you are logging into the system you can change the password and you can create your own password and you can use it. Okay, so now we will be, this will be the main screen. We have already seen how you can navigate between the screen. So now we will be creating the organization structure. So creating the organization structure, it is a consultant work. Okay, so consultants will be creating this organization structure. Okay, this is a background work, so it will be created by the consultant. It is not required, means the end users are super users, they are not supposed to create the organization structure and everything. They will not be able to create. You are going to create it based on their inputs. Okay, so how you are going to create or how you can consider those kind of things, we will be looking into it in a later phase. Okay, so now how we can create, so directly you can go to the SPRO screen from here. Either you enter SPRO from here and enter and you can go, or you can go through the menu path. Okay, so right now we can go through the menu path for the first time. From the next time we can directly enter the T code, and it is a common T code. You are going to use it on a, let's say, multiple times or a frequent basis, so need to remember this T code SPRO. Okay, so you can go to customizing IMG SPRO. Okay, this is the SPRO screen. Now click on the reference IMG. Here you can see the next screen, the customizing screen or implementation guide screen. From here, there is an enterprise structure is there. Okay, so enterprise structure is there. Same thing
Sir,
will be, yes.
SPRO means full form of SPRO is what?
There is no full form. Don't go for the full form. There is no full form about it. Okay, it is just a like it is a T code. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So there is no full form. So you can come here enterprise structure. Same thing for your ECC version. This is the ECC version we are looking into it. Same for the S4 HANA version. Maybe there will be couple of nodes will be added to the system, but node means these are the nodes. Okay, one node, this NetWeaver is a node, enterprise structure is a node, cross application components is a node. So there might be some nodes have been added, but it will be under the enterprise structure. So if we expand this one, here you can see there are definition is there, assignment is there. Two types of functions are there. First thing is a definition, second thing is a assignment. So first thing in the definition, we are going to define all of this organization structure that we have discussed. We have discussed the company, company code, plant, storage location, purchasing organization, these things. First we have to define means we are going to create. Okay, if you click on this one, here you can see there are financial accounting is there, controlling is there, logistics control is there, sales and distribution is there, material management, logistics execution, plant management, human resource, every department is there. Okay, so every department will be having some organization structure. Okay, so financial accounting will be having some organization structure, controlling area will be having some organization structure, logistics area will be having some organization structure, material management will be having some organization structure. So every department will have some organization structure, and each department will create their organization structure. Okay, but in the dummy server or in the practice session we are doing the practice, so that's why, and this is a offline server, so that's why you are going to create your own organization structure. So let it be financial accounting, let it be logistics, let it be material management, everything you are going to create it. Okay, for the practice only. Okay, so whenever you are going to work in a real project, every department organizational data will be created by them. Okay, as a SAP MM consultant, you are going to create the organization structure which is required in the logistics general. Some part of logistics are related to us, and material management. So whatever organization structure is there for material management, you are going to create it, and some part of logistics general also you are going to create it. Okay, so now let's go inside the financial accounting. So if we expand the financial accounting, here you will be finding define company code. Okay, these are the two things that is required to go for the further processes. Okay, this is the basic thing. We need a company, we need a company code. Company is an optional thing. If you want to create it, you can create it. If you don't want to create it, you can leave it. Okay, company is a, there is not required or not mandatory kind of thing. Mandatory thing is a company code. But let's say we will be going to the company because we have seen from the company, so we will be starting from the company. So if you click on it, okay, so either you have to click on that watch symbol is there, right? So either you can click on that watch symbol, or you can press F8 from your keyboard. Okay, F8. There is a function keys are there in the top of the keyboard. There will be F8 will be there. You can click on F8, it will execute. If you are clicking on the that watch symbol also there, it will open this screen. Okay, now here you can see these are the companies which are already created. Now if you want to create a new company, so you can go to new entries. Okay, so you can click on new entries. So what company we have created? We have taken uh, ITC group. Okay, this we have created. So company is a 6-digit code. Okay, this is a 6-digit code. You can take up to 6 digit, and this is a this will define the company. So what is a company? Basically the parent company, or the, let's say, what is the top uh, thing is there, so that is a company. So let's say company name we will be taking as ITC group of, okay, ITC group of companies. So here you can give the description. So next one is your address. You can put anything on the address, postal code, city, country you can give. I'm just giving the country, language is English, currency is, let's say, INR. I'm just taking this information, but you have to take whenever you are creating, just try to go with the detailed things. Okay, street address, post box if it is there, postal code, city, you can create something over there. Okay, so now just enter. Okay, ITC group is already there. ITC GR1 we will be taking. Okay, so now whenever you create something, it will create a customizing request. Okay, what is a customizing request? Let us know. So as we have seen, in the SAP landscape, there will be multiple systems will be there. Okay, now we are in a practice server, right? It is not connected to anything, but in the SAP landscape, whenever you are going to create anything in the SAP landscape, so normally we will be starting with the development system as we have discussed. So once you are creating any of the things, let's say I'm creating a company code, I'll be creating a company, or I'll be creating a plant, or I'll be creating a purchasing organization, anything I'm going to create, it needs to be sent across the system, right? So again and again we don't have to create it in the each of the system. So now we have created in the development system, it needs to move from development system to the quality system. So how it can move? It can move through a transport request. Okay, we are transporting things from one system to another system, so that will contain a transport request. So in that transport request, all of this information, like whatever things I have created in the development system, that data, will be stored in the transport request. Once I am moving this transport request from this system to this system, then the data will be moved from one system to another system. So that is basically called a transport request. So whenever you are working in a SAP environment, if you are creating some data, okay, not the transactional data, okay, whenever you are creating some of the customization data, or let's say some of the um, basically the customization data only. Okay, so what is the configuration data? So configuration data will move from development system to quality system to production system with the transport request. Okay, so now let's understand what's inside a transport request. So now you can see there is a request number is here. Okay, here you can see there is a number is there, request number is there, and there is some description is there. Okay, so now you can just click on this create request. Okay, whenever there will be this kind of screen will be shown, you can just click on this create request. Okay, click on this create request, it will open a create request screen. So in the create request screen you can add some description. So I'm adding the description over here. Let's say, enterprise structure ITC group. Okay, let's say enterprise structure ITC group. So here you can see there is a source client is there, and there is target client is blank because we don't have a target client. Okay, so if we are having a target client or target system, so we can add a target system over here. Okay, by default in the system the target system will be there, you don't have to edit anything, only you have to create a description. Okay, only you have to create a description. Or in some cases what will happen, there will be some request number will be given to you by the basis team. Some request number will be given to you. Whenever you are creating something, directly you can put that request number over there and you can save it. Okay, so now this is how you can create a request. I will just save it. Okay, I have entered a short description only. Okay, nothing I have done. I have just entered a short description. System will automatically create a transport request number for me. I will save this one. So right now if you see, you can see DM0K900034 is the request number is there. 34 is the ending. If we save this one, now you can see 36 is the last digit. So system itself create me a new request number to move the transport or move the customization from one system to another system. Okay, understood this thing? Or any doubt, any questions are there for the customizing request? Any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I'm audible.
Yes. Yes,
So,
Ansh.
what basically we have to write in description section, sir?
It's nothing like special. You can put anything, like whatever configuration you are doing. Let's say I will be moving this with the let's say I'm creating a company code, so I can put company code for ITC group. Okay, let's say I'm creating a purchasing let's say purchase order data. Okay, so we will be creating a purchase order data. Okay, we can put that as a description. So description is basically for the reference purpose. So what is the what kind of things you are moving? Okay, let's say if you are not putting a description over here. Okay, if you are not putting a description over here also, it is fine. But in the later phase, let's say you want to check which transports is having which data. Okay, so you are not going to see what kind of data it is containing. So if you are putting a description, then you will be knowing what kind of things it has transported. Okay, it is the description just for your information. There is not like there is no specific things about it. Just put anything related to your configuration. Let's say this is the company. You can put um company for ITC group. Okay, or you can put company code for ITC group. Or if you are sending a plant, you can maintain a plant for ITC group, so that in the future time, let's say in the future, if you want to know, like if you want to see, okay, this is the request number what I have sent through this one. Okay, I have sent the enterprise structure of ITC group, I have sent through this request number. Or the basis team or everyone who is looking into the transport, they will be able to know, okay, this is the transport request for enterprise structure, or this is the transport request for your company code of ITC. Okay, so it is just for information. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now I will click on OK. So once I click on OK, the data will be saved. So data will be saved and the data will be transported. Now we will just look into one transport request. Okay. Just try to understand this one. Okay. So now we will be going to SC10 or SC09 also. This is the same T code. This is, you can see the startup application transport organization, the transport organizer. So this is the transport organizer. As a functional consultant, okay, if you are creating the transport request, you have to release it also. Okay, if you are not releasing it, no one is able to send it across the system. We are not supposed to send it. We are just supposed to create the data and we have to release the data. Release means you are approving that whatever things I have created, I'm approving this to be moved to the next system. Okay, now here you can see there are, okay, if the here you can see there is a user is showing. Okay, and there are two types of requests are there: customizing request, workbench request are there. So what are the different kinds of things, we will be looking into it in a later phase. Okay, right now just understand this is a transport organizer. Whenever you are working in a real project, right now it will be not needed, but whenever you are working in a real project, then once you are creating some of the data and it is creating a transport request, so you can release it from here. So you can see everything is there, just click on enter. Okay, if you click on enter, it will show you all the transport requests created by you. Okay, so now here I can see there are a lot of things are showing for me. So these are some of the workbench requests are there are some customizing requests are there. Okay, so in the customizing request what we have created right now, we can see these are the customizing requests that are there. Okay, so here as per your question, what kind of description we have given here, you can see with this transportation data, this transportation number is configuration of new configuration of Tata. Okay, so Tata group of companies we have configured through this one. Tata group of organization structure we have configured, we have sent, or we are having this data under this transport request. Warehouse organization structure we are having this transport request. Organization structure ITC we are having under this transportation request. Account category reference we are having under this transport request. Reliance company code we have under this request. Okay, so here you can see what kind of things you have created with which request number. So here you can see this is the request number 36 we have created right now, and it is for enterprise structure of ITC group. Okay, so now in here you can see these things. So here there is a plus button is there. Okay, so you can click on this plus button. Here you can see uh, there is a sub node is there under 36, there is a 37 is there. So you can click on this one, select this one. First the sub node you have to select. If you click on this one and if you release it, so how to release it, just select any node and click on this transport button. Okay, there is a truck button is there, you can see there is a truck button is there, right? Okay, so you can select a node or you can select a transport number and you can click on this release directly. Okay, so if you click on directly on the main node, it will say the referencing task DM090037 is not yet released because this is a sub node. Okay, so first you have to select this one and you have to click on this truck button. It will release the sub node or customizing task. So you can see task 0037 has been released for release to request 90036. Okay, so it is released. Now now if you click on this one and again click on this, now your main request number will be released. Okay, here you can see there is a tick mark is showing over there because this is released. Okay, no problem. So it will normally it will take the request release. So same thing as we have seen in the 37, it was shown that request has been released. Same thing will be show for 36 or 0036. It will show that the request has been released. Because of this dummy server there might be some issues. Okay, so for a functional consultant, this is the last thing. Whenever you are creating some of the configuration data or you are configuring something, this is the last thing you have to do. After the configuration, after creating a transport request, you have to release it. Once you are releasing it, then you have to connect with the basis team or you can send a email to the basis team that this has been released and please move it to the quality system. Okay, either to quality system or to test system, anything is required, you can just ask them to move it to the next system so that it can be tested over there. Okay, understood, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Actually, little bit.
Yes, this will be confusing. Don't worry. I am just showing this so that it will be in your mind for a base kind of thing. Right now, you will be not needing these kind of things. Okay, right now you will be creating the transport request for the dummy server. But this is for your base, just for your knowledge. I have given this to you. I have like I told this to you, but this you will be only require once you are coming to once you are working in a real system, then only you will be needing this knowledge. So this thing will be again discussing once everything is completed. After that we will be looking into it. At that point of time it will be pretty much clear to you. Okay, right now it is a lot of confusion will be there because you are just starting and these are the basics. Okay, these are the basics, there is nothing in it, it is the basics. So we will go out from here slash I. Okay, so now we will concentrate on the creation part. Okay, so now we have created the company. Okay, this is the company we have created. So now we will go back, we have saved the data. Now we will go back. Now here you can see this is the company we have created, ITC group of company. Okay, this is we have created. Now we will go back. Now next one is edit, copy, check, delete company code. So we will not be able to create it today because it will take some time. Still we are going inside it. Okay. So next thing is edit, copy, check, delete, check company code. If you click on this one, you can see copy, delete, check company code, edit company code data. So first we will go to copy, delete and check company code. If you double click on it, it will take you to the screen, or you can select this one and choose. Okay, so you can see here either you can double click on it or you can select from here. Just select over here, click the mouse on here and click on choose. Okay, if you click on choose also, it will take you to the next screen. So here you can see there are multiple buttons are there. Okay, here there is a copy button is there. Here there is a transfer or replace button is there. Here there is a delete button is there. Here there is a check button is there. There is a transport button is there. Okay, these are some things are there. So now while creating a organization structure or while creating a company code or a plant, there will be a lot of things will be there, which are integrated part of the, like let's say inside the company code. What we have seen in the, what we have discussed in the company code, there will be a lot of financial entities will be there, financial let's say accounts will be there. So it is very difficult to create a new financial entity, and that is not related to us. Okay, so for that kind of reason we will be copying the company code from a existing company